We are connected with Yasha Khattab, WIR Group International Business Director at the Indonesian Pavilion in Davos, Switzerland. Hi Yasha, it's good to finally see you again, but on screen a bit far away. Usually you're in the studio. So what can you tell us about what to expect from this year's World Economic Forum? Finally offline, finally people, 2,500 people I heard are going to meet there. What can we expect?
Yeah, you know what? It's really exciting because I've never experienced that. Was a lot of people, most people here. I think the World Economic Forum has never experienced having this in the springtime. So it's actually, I think the temperature right now is like, right now, I tell you the truth, I feel like I'm in Cipanas or Chiloto, right? Not in like,
Yeah.
not in the Swiss Alps. So it's very strange. I think I spoke with a lot of the Indonesian delegation because although the winter weather is usually not for us, tropical beings, but we kind of miss, having to huddle around, inside the Indonesian pavilion, with the warmth of, the warm welcome of basically each other because, you talk about several ministries coming together and just hosting, people from all over the world and try to. What we do here is sell Indonesia, right? Sell investment in Indonesia to international partners. In terms of the conference itself, I mean, I think there's the air right now in Davos is about, the war in Ukraine is really affecting it, and obviously the Russian delegation is not invited, and the place where the Russia House is usually held just down the street, about 100 meters down there. It has been it's been rented by the Ukrainian Foundation, and it's turned into what used to be Russia House is now it has a big sign that says Russia War Crimes House.
Whoa.
And Ukraine itself also has a House of Ukraine. In fact, the House of Ukraine used to be next to the Indonesian Pavilion. Down that street over there is in Promenade 50. Now, Indonesian Pavilion is in Promenade 62, which is a nice coincidence, right? 62 Indonesia. But yeah, the big top leaders are not here. We're talking about obviously Joe Biden is not on the guest list. Boris Johnson is not on the guest list. French President Emmanuel Macron, who just got reelected, is not here. Italy's Prime Minister not here. So there's a lot of not here's for this year's WEF. And even the attendance, you can see the streets here are not usually this quiet. Usually all the stores are fully booked. All the Indonesian Pavilion, just for your information, it's usually a Benetton store, but for this week it's the Indonesian Pavilion. But you can see there's just different retail outlets that is normally here. They're not rented out by countries who are usually presenting their country and investment opportunities and so on and so forth, and also meeting rooms because the World Economic Forum is one thing. You got the conference, but usually a lot of the dealings happen in the country pavilions, just around, on the street, on the promenade. So it's exciting. It's still very exciting. We got about 7 ministers from Indonesia coming here, so it's a big deal. There's a lot of we had a ribbon cutting ceremony there in Indonesian happening earlier. The press, we kind of blocked the road. It's a very Indonesian thing to do. So very exciting things. And also, what's exciting for us, for WIR is that, we are in the metaverse space, right? So usually this forum, this event is also used by a lot of companies to showcase their latest technology. And we see other companies such as Meta, they're down the street, displaying pretty much things that we are displaying here. So we feel quite confident of what we do, that it's at a global standard, global quality.
Yeah.
So it's good to be here. It's good to be showing off what we can do to the rest of the world that we are there.
Well, Yasha, I want to ask about the two issues that Indonesians are raising, which is economic recovery and digitization. What are the importance of both topics?
Well, I think it's very important, and I think it really shows I think the presence of the ministers here at this event really shows our commitment to talk to people, to let them know Indonesia's point of view in road to recovery, and also, of course, the general theme of recover together, recover stronger is very heavily communicated here at the Indonesian Pavilion, and also by all the ministers. So this is about deal making, just getting cozy, rubbing elbows with all the other world leaders, business leaders right here in Davos.
All right, so do you think things are going to pick up, or is it just going to be a slow one for the WEF this year?
It's probably going to be slow. I mean, the way things are going right now with, we have seen how the trade wars between the U.S. and China has been going on, while 5 years ago, a Chinese president was at WEF talking about globalization. But what's happening now is that there's a lot of de-globalization, right? And I think, unfortunately, climate change is probably taking a step back a little bit, because the issue right now is the war in Ukraine. So it's really affecting a lot of things. But we heard that the next WEF will happen again in January, back to the original schedule, and expecting that more leaders will come during that time, but because that's usually this schedule for WEF. Hopefully in the next one there'll be a lot of resolution. But in terms of the Indonesian delegation itself, I think we're just going to do our best in lobbying and trying to get a lot of investment down into Indonesia. And of course, one of the things that we are talking about too is electric vehicle and building its own ecosystem.
All right. Yasha Khattab, thank you so much. Where you're looking like a die-hard Indonesian fans, because you're wearing red and white. So success for all the efforts from the Indonesian delegates, and hopefully the spring in Davos will also brings out, turning point to the spring globally for this planet. Thank you so much, Yasha Khattab.
Thank you, Alia. Thank you, Hans. No, thank you, Dirza. I'm sorry.
Hans?
Thank you, Dirza.
Wait, what?
It's Dirza.
Are you in the metaverse right now?
Yeah, he's probably in the metaverse.
All right.
So that was Yasha Khattab reporting from Davos, Switzerland, from the World Economic Forum.